Hello, and thank you for being here. And I hope you will apologize my English if I won't be clear in the next 30 minutes. Okay, let's start. Who we are? Value Lab is a management consulting and IT solution company specialized in marketing, sales, and retailing. So we work with the private business. In general, our goal is to help manufacturers, retail, services company to improve their commercial performances. And we support them to improve their strategic decisions and operational management. Value Lab was founded in 1990, and we have two offices, one in Milan, the biggest, and one in Rome. And we operate most in Italy and also abroad. Okay. We are an IT system integrator, so we use many technologies and softwares and solutions. But we also are an ESRI business partner in Italy, so part of our work is to develop something with the ESRI ArcGIS platform. With ESRI ArcGIS platform, we provide geomarketing and GeoBI solution, business intelligence, to our customers that are based on our microgeographical data, based on the census data in Italy and the street number level. So we have a lot of data about demographics and market share and other things at the census level in Italy. Okay. The story. We are here to tell a story because we want to share our experience. A long time ago, in a galaxy far away, Italy is very far from here, okay, there was a small team of developers that faced a new technological challenge. Deliver geographical business intelligence web application on different devices at the same time. This is a big challenge for us, okay. Where we came from, okay, we had a geomarketing solution based on ESRI Silverlight API. I came from, in my professional experience, from all the web development environments like C#, ASP.NET, and so on. And some years ago, I chose Silverlight to develop something on the web. And Silverlight was a good choice because no browser vendor issues. It's a plugin inside the browser. There is a great developer experience because everything you had on the server side, like ASP.NET, you have also in Silverlight. You have a great technology and great productivity. And also great third-party support from UID, widgets, frameworks, and so on. But then Steve Jobs came and invented a new technology user experience, the mobile touch. iPad, iPhone, and then came Android and all these things. So also our customers started to ask us the same things. So they wanted to share their information between their organization through the iPads, tablets, because we work with the private business and managers usually don't use, in our experience, much something like a laptop, but they started to use iPads and smartphones and so on. So Silverlight wasn't enough, was already a great choice, technology choice, because it doesn't work on iPad, it doesn't work on Android, it doesn't work on iPhone and other devices. So the challenge. First, we tried to support iPad users with a specific implementation of our solution with a prototype, but we can't face this kind of situation because we are a small developer, we are a small team, and we cannot afford to implement different application for different devices and SDK. This is the scenario. So we decided to embrace the new wave, the buzzword, and its promise. Write once and run everywhere on the browser, HTML5. Okay. But we also know that we have a specific scenario. So we based our solution on that specific scenario. So this is why we choose HTML5. Our scenario is very particular. Our end user are not GIS user. They are business users. So business analysts, managers, and so on. So they are not very interested in GIS things, mapping, and so on. Also, they are not very particularly interested in technology. They wanted data, and they wanted to show their data and KPIs and performance indicators in a geographical manner. So it's a very specific scenario. So this is important for us, this slide, because our solution is based on HTML5 because of also this kind of scenario. I don't know if our solution and our what we do is the same, would be the same for everyone else. Okay, our solution, it's called Geointelligence 5, and 5 stands for HTML5. Okay. We decided at first time to develop this kind of solution with in mind some key features for the solution, both server-side and client-side. It must be maintainable, configurable, and composable based on user account. Okay. It must be secure. It must be user-friendly. Okay. We have many technology, server-side and both client-side. Server-side, we use Microsoft ASP.NET MVC3, Microsoft Enterprise Library 5.0, Microsoft Entity Framework 4, Microsoft WCF REST Services, the Managed Extensibility Framework, and Combres. And then we will enlist every of these kind of technologies. Please, Marco.
On the client side, obviously there are GIS JavaScript API. We wouldn't be here without this. jQuery and jQuery UI to implement the user interface. We decided to not use Dojo, and we prefer the jQuery UI. Knockout.js for the model view model pattern, and the Ling JS to work with the data coming from the web application server or the ArcGIS Server and the REST services and geoprocessing services. And all built together, considering the inheritance and namespaces, all inside the JavaScript library built in the web application.
Okay. Okay, server-side, entity framework. Geointelligence 5 shares and extends the ArcGIS Server user accountability system based on Microsoft SQL Server. And we use Microsoft Entity Framework to access basic membership informations and the extend user configuration settings. The first demo here. Okay, we have a virtual machine based on VMware, and here is installed ArcGIS Server. This is the standard membership SQL Server database based on ArcGIS Server. And we extend this database with 3 new tables that contains the user configuration information. Every user in our system has a particular configuration, and when the user log in the system load its configuration and design the user interface based on that configuration. Okay, and on the entity framework side, okay, we mapped with entity framework only the few tables we need, so the roles, the users, and the user configuration we just added. Then, Enterprise Library. Our solution is fully based on Microsoft Enterprise Library at the infrastructure level. So all the infrastructure of our solution is based on Microsoft Enterprise Library. So we can manage dependency injection of, please? Ah, okay, excuse me. I forgot the microphone. Logging, security, caching, validation, and exception handling. In this way, you can see that we have here, okay, the file of the infrastructure configuration based on Microsoft Enterprise Library. In this way, we can manage all of the things that happens at the server side in ASP.NET MVC. So we can validate every data input in the application. We can manage all the exceptions that are raised in the application. We can log everything goes wrong in the application. Also, we have settings for the security and the caching, okay? Everything based on Microsoft Enterprise Library. Then, WCF REST Services in server side. We have a great example of services exposed to the client side. ArcGIS Server via REST services. And we decided to expose our application services, like the geocoding one, in the same way. So we used the WCF REST services in the same way ArcGIS Server exposed its REST services. So client side, we have the same experience in both calling and accessing ArcGIS REST services and our specific application services. And we decided to use WCF REST services because there is no configuration, okay, and it's fully integrated in ASP.NET. In fact, there are a few lines of code to infrastruct the WCF REST services. This is the only thing you need. You have the root table, and you have to add to the root table a specific address that is services, okay? The specific application service in this way. So it's very easy to access that application services in this way. No, just a moment. Here. Okay. So this is geocoding/help. Okay. This is our application geocoding services, and this is its help homepage. And you see that this is a simple request, but the request is very similar to the one of the ArcGIS REST services. Okay? Authorization token as in ArcGIS REST services, and then city, country, street, and zip code for the geocoding. Then, Microsoft Managed Extensibility Framework. Our solution is plugin based. Also, in this case, we get everything from the configurability things in ArcGIS Silverlight Explorer and Flex Explorer. And so we decided to build the Geointelligence 5 on a plugin systems. And Managed Extensibility Framework is the best one to infrastructure and the architecture in terms of single plugin deployment, runtime registration, and loading. Then the last key factor on the server side, Combres. The HTML5 client-side richness also means that we have to face a large number of CSS files and JavaScript files. because of HTML5 is something that is very rich in the client side. So we have to face all this large number of files, and we would like to streamline these files in the best optimized mode. So Combres is a framework that works server-side that can optimize the resource access by the client side. So Combres means runtime magnification in real time, caching of the resources, and reduced number of client requests. In this way, you can see that we have a lot of JavaScript files, okay? I mean scripts, okay. So if we add all these files in our page, the page will be very, very big. And this is the configuration file of Combres. Combres enlists all these JS and CSS files, okay? And when you ask for the page, this is the home page, okay, of our solution. All you have is this. So, for example, if you click on this link is provided by Combres, and there are all the JS minified and all the JS zipped in one big zip. So there are a few number of resources in the HTML page, and there are, because of the caching capability of Combres, they are also cached, and they are very, very fast in download. Okay? This is everything about client server side. Please, Marco, okay. Client side.
Let's talk about the client side. Many of you know that ArcGIS APIs works on Dojo. Although we can continue to use Dojo for the server communication and the events mapping on the client request versus ArcGIS Server, we prefer to use jQuery and jQuery UI for the normal application, web application, and the user interaction to build the user interface, make it useful and in a kind of way beauty. We prefer to use jQuery UI because of the simplicity, the wide adoption and documentation, and also because we were more easy to use it instead of Dojo. And obviously the great third-party plugin availability. There are full of sites, maybe you know, that give a lot of plugins, and you can wrap up all this kind of stuff inside the application without building everything from scratch. As a .NET developer, we were amazed by the Ling framework. And we would like to use this kind of framework inside the JS application. We used Ling to JS, and it was fantastic. It makes the way we work with the ArcGIS data more efficient and easy to work between the server request and response and view the result on the web. Just an example. Okay, this one. Okay. This is the identify task result, and instead of using for iterator, we prefer to use a link to JS and going through the attributes table coming from the server and assigned to a single array, and then using the update grid function that is our custom function, update the user interface with a table. This is a very simple way, instead of using many lines of code and accessing to an index, etc., etc. So this is just a simple example. Okay. Obviously, also the user interface we use with the Ling JS. Another way, we started with the Silverlight application, and we were familiar with the model view model pattern. And then we tried to move this pattern on the web application in HTML5 and JavaScript. Using Knockout.js, we were able to simplify and create clean markups and also clean interaction between the data and the user interface coming from the server or coming from the user. What Knockout.js make it easy was the databinding mechanism. So we create a simple, for example, text box, and in a few lines of code we can bind this text box to the request that we send to the network analyst geoprocessing, for example, the service area. Just a sample. Oh, sorry, not this one. Okay, and geocoding. No. Okay, this one. Where is it?
Untitled view model.
Okay. Okay. So. Okay, or this one. No, this one is the option. Sorry, just a second. View model, partial view model. Okay. So this is the view model binded to the geocoding form. We have many text boxes, the street text boxes, the house number, zip code, some hidden text boxes, and the street text boxes, and all is binded with the Knockout.js observable way. So we bind a text box and a value coming from the text box to a value in a view model. So when a user writes inside the text box, everything and for example the on-change event is completely managed by Knockout.js. And so it makes it very clear to build in an easy way a web form and interact with it. And also the result. The search command is coming from the REST services that Roberto showed you before. So we have the view model geocoding result with the candidates coming from the server, and all is managed from the Knockout.js. So we have a template. Maybe I can show you. Okay. I can show you. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So as you can see here, we have the geocoding strict value. This is the data bind way we bind a text box to a view model in Knockout.js. And here we have the geocoding results. This is a template where it makes it visible or not with the Knockout.js data bind way. So we check if the length is greater than 1, and we show it with the result coming from the REST services assigned with the Knockout.js bind. Okay. And let's show a demo. Okay, this is the main page. I didn't mention you that everything is built with HTML5 standards. So we used one of the greatest things coming from CSS3, the media queries. So now I have my application visible for the desktop computer. Once I open this application on the iPad, it's adapted to the screen display. So let's log in to show you how the plugin configurability. Okay. Okay. This is a custom application served with a user that I just log in. So the user can have multiple applications, and this one is the map application. So using the new standards, we can use the GPS location. And these are the tools assigned to this user. So every time this one is the geocoding form application. So every time I write in Milano, okay, and this is it. Using the Knockout JS makes it very easy to build. If I write a confused address, sorry, okay, this one. Oh, makes very clear. Okay. Okay, and this one is the result table coming from in a case where my address is not clear, so it's not unique. Just another sample, very clear. This is the service hour application. Oh, sorry, 5, 10, 15. As you can see, everything is built with the jQuery UI. We didn't use Dojo instead, otherwise in other small parts like the info window and some other things that we're not able to reproduce with jQuery. And so this is it, with a report coming from the server and the geoprocessing server's results, etc., etc. So this is it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.